I guess it's time to get digging it. Hey everybody, it's Lee here. Well, we are expecting a storm today. I figured I'd come out and dink around a little bit and see if I can find anything before it hits. So let's see what we can find. Took the back road in. I wanted to go and do some exploring back on the earlier parts of the area and why I come out to the same place when I'm digging. This is the oldest part of Coos County as far as settlements go. Unlike some of you folks from back east that can go back to 1600s, and those of you in Europe can trace items back to the 1100s and before, the Roman times, and I am envious. I wish we could find something that old, but this is what I got. This area was originally settled in about 1850. This part wasn't actually discovered until 1852 due to the wreck of the Captain Lincoln. On the night of January 2nd, 1852, during a storm, the schooner Captain Lincoln was run aground purposefully because it was taking on water. The cargo was the 1st Dragoons, Company C, en route to Fort Orford, which is now Port Orford, just south of here. They were on their way to Rogue River to fight during the Indian Wars. They had supplies of uniforms, weapons, food, that kind of thing. But on the night of the 2nd, the ship was ran aground. The morning of the 3rd, they woke up. The boat was surrounded by Indians. Luckily, they were not hostile. In fact, they come bearing food, elk and fish and clams, wishing to trade. So they traded for tack, utensils, military uniforms, anything that was not of tactical use, weapons and such. They salvaged the mast and the canvas from the ship. There they brought it inland here to this area, and they put up a temporary little tent city until word could get out. By this time, word had reached Port Orford that the ship was lost, but nobody knew if anybody had survived. It wasn't until a couple weeks later that Indians managed to work their way down to Fort Orford, and advised them that yeah, the ship had wrecked here. Everybody seemed okay. There were no casualties, and they'd really like you to send the search party. It wasn't until the spring of 1852, though, that the search party actually arrived. Fort Orford sent reinforcements to the area. They sent in donkeys and mules and whatnot. Another ship was later dispatched to pick up the things that they couldn't carry. All the supplies that hadn't been traded or used were loaded up and sent down to Fort Orford. which is probably 30-40 miles away. The Dragoons then walked back down. Once the camp was put up, the crew called it Camp Castaway. It is an archaeological site. They recently found it, so I'm not going to actually go to that area and play around with the metal detector just for respect of what they're doing. But there are a few spots that I do know of out here where they had supposedly come to meet with Indians to trade and to catch fish and whatnot. Some of the passengers on the ship fell in love with the area just because of the natural abundance of fish and clams and the lumber. So they moved back here after they had been rescued. Modern done. Well, this is the Pacific Ocean. It was somewhere out here in 1852 that the Captain Lincoln wrecked. Let's hunt the beach a little bit. Alright, I have no clue what that is. I'm curious. Although the wind's blowing it away.
Oh, got a last one.
I've always been interested in treasure hunting. Since I was a kid, I started metal detecting back in the 1980s with the toy Star Trek metal detector. And it's fun finding the occasional coin or ring or something really cool, but I wanted to hunt for something big, so I've always listened to treasure stories. I've always read about them, and I keep quite a bit of information on different ones. I'm gonna do a video series here, I think, just to give out some of this information, make some kind of fun little video. If you'd like me to look up some of the research that I have, and if I think I can find something that sounds like a good story, I'll put out a video of it. What I need you to do is just leave me a state and a county in the comment section, and if I find something interesting, we'll see if I can throw one out for you. Hoping to build up enough views to finally hit the 10,000 mark, so YouTube will realize that I'm family friendly. Currently I'm at about 6,900, something like that, so I've still got 3,000 to go or so. Well, not much for today, but it was nice to get out and stretch my legs a little bit. Got a chance to investigate a couple of the spots that I've been checking out on the maps. And hopefully you all learned a little something about why I keep coming out here. But I'm going to call it quits for the day. Thanks for watching. Good luck. Happy hunting. Keep on digging it.